Hey Aries, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your August love reading. Oh my goodness, I'm doing love readings. So Aries, let's see. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well. For those of you returning to the channel, I am Nicole, or welcome back. For those of you returning to the channel, I'm Nicole, and welcome aboard. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. You're going to get notifications every time a new video is posted. Video resonates for you, hit that like button. Feel free to comment. Real quickly, just throughout this series of videos, I know there was a couple other ones I may have said this in, but I'm just going to go through this whole series and then drop it. Guys, I want to leave the comment section open. However, I've had a little bit of negative comments, we'll put it that way, on and off here and there, a little snide, I guess you could say. If the video does not resonate for you, then it just doesn't resonate for you. Check your other placements. Maybe you're being triggered. There could be a lot of things behind that. I'm not taking it personally, but I do try to create a safe space in all the work that I do, whether it's in person or via YouTube or online somehow. So, just take and be very discerning of the messages. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. And then, check back. So real simple as far as that goes. Secondly, someone said something about my swearing. We're all adults here. I try to tailor my videos simply for adults. We're working through our life path, whatever. I am a Scorpio, as a lot of you know, and it's me. It's part of who I am. It's what I do. It's what I say. Sometimes things need a little extra emphasis, I guess. But if it offends you, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I am not going to change who I am or how I do things because you're not comfortable with that. And I don't mean that to be rude or disrespectful in any way, but I will not sugarcoat who I am and the person that I am, and I will not fit into a box. So know there are other readers out there, and if, a little bit of swearing, sometimes none, sometimes a lot, offends you, you may want to pick a different channel. So just, no hard feelings, but it is what it is. So moving on from that now, I am available for personal readings once again, and that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. And you can also feel free to check me out at holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services that I offer as well. And you'll be able to reach out to me through there too. So with that, Aries, let's see what's going on in love for you. I hope you guys are doing well. All right, Spirit. Aries, love messages for August. Give your relationship a chance. I forget what other sign had that come out the other day. I cannot remember who that was. Past life, love yourself first. I almost kind of feel like there's hanging on to an outcome, or maybe an outcome that didn't quite happen the way in the past that you thought it should, is how that feels to me. Stay optimistic about your love life. Yeah, worth waiting for. Things in the past, this isn't going to be for everybody. Our love situations can be different. Aries, I do feel like, and I got chills, I got the goosebumps right away. I do feel like there is a soulmate coming in for you. I do feel like this is broken down into 3 separate parts, the underlying energy. I've been getting this a lot with a lot of the love readings I've been doing. 333, answered prayers also. So if you've been kind of hoping and praying, wishing about somebody new, it's like you may have felt like the person in the past didn't give your relationship a chance. And for some of you, this may be a reconnection, if you're married in relationships. But I also feel like there's been some toxic traits along the way too that you've become aware of. So if you are involved in partnership right now, I'm going to say to you, and create your boundaries, keep your boundaries. We teach people how to treat us. So if we give them the permission to be abusive in any form, and it doesn't mean physical abuse and stuff like that, just maybe the way they speak to us or their demeanor towards us, we are setting a standard. And if we allow them to continue to get away with it, then, we're teaching them how to treat us or love us, or what, they perceive as love, I suppose. But I also feel like this person may be going through a difficult time for some reason, and it's you kind of reaching out to them, maybe not getting a lot of response in return as a result of that. So that can leave you feeling kind of like, why am I even investing, or why am I trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt, or I keep giving and they keep taking, I'm not getting anything in return, I feel like I'm not being loved. Divine timing is at work in your love life, is what the next card says, and that worth waiting for. They may just be on the precipice of a change internally, trying to figure things out for themselves. So if you are involved in that partnership, your partner just might be having a hard time. And Aries, this might be you. You might be the one kind of like digesting a lot of things. But this person that is in your life, I do feel, for so long as it's not a toxic codependent situation, you know, they do reflect things back to you as a soulmate. They're showing you various things. Maybe, I don't know. I just kind of feel like the last 3 months or so, it's just been kind of maybe a slight decline, but be patient. I think it's really important to be patient. Protect yourself, love yourself, give that time and space to you if your partner isn't truly invested right now because they've got things on their mind, and, you know, and it happens, right? We kind of get shut down, shut off for a little bit, even to the people that are closest to us. So I kind of feel like that may be what's transpiring right now with them, that you may not be getting a lot of reciprocation. Give it a little bit of time, but also enforce your boundaries and where you are as well. Doing it lovingly. For those of you, again, who are single or something didn't work out in the past, I will say that don't lose faith. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're a little, it kind of goes back and forth sometimes. I think sometimes you're like, yeah, you know, this is cool. Like, I'm doing my thing. It's coming. And then maybe by the end of the week, you're like, where are they at? You know, or I went out to this gathering and I thought I would meet somebody there and there was just nothing. So it's kind of like you tend to ride a higher vibrational wave of, yeah, like, it's going to work out. It'll be fine. I'll wait. And then there's those few moments where your emotions may be kicking in and you're like, where are they? Right? So it kind of brings you into a space of feeling a little down, a little out. That's kind of how this feels for me. But I do feel like most of you are seeing this as glass half full. So that's a good energy to be in. So let's see, Aries, what's going on for those that are not partnered. I do feel like whoever this person of is in the past, or the past person you're dealing with, however you want to word it. I just want to say to you, Aries, if you are single, make sure that you've done enough healing work, because I do feel like even if you have, there's something about that situation that tends to keep you up at night. There are times, and for some of you too, and this is not going to resonate, some of you almost feel like you screwed something up and it could have been 7 years ago. I don't know why 7 months, 7 years ago, really seem to kind of, it still may kind of replay and repeat in your mind. Don't be paranoid. Spirit's saying it's like you understand that they've moved on with you. So you are moved on from you, not with you, moved on from you. And that can be a little defeating too. That could be part of those lows. It's like, I know this person is happy and doing their thing, and they've moved on, but I have not yet. Or I can't find that person I want to really actually move forward with for a prolonged period of time. But just make sure that you're doing the healing work so that you're creating that space for that soulmate to come into your world. I do think you're pretty clear about what you want. Spirit's saying it might be some slim pickings sometimes. But that's okay. That's all right. Just roll with the punches. All right, for those of you who are in a relationship, what is this one about? Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, Five of Cups. Yeah, this is like a longing, a desire to kind of make forward movement. I feel like, Aries, for some of you, some of you have already kind of picked a path, and it could be waiting for your person to get on board. I do, you know, this Two of Wands and this Ace of Wands is like every time, like I said, you try to make an effort kind of vibe. You know, they've got their back turned towards that offer, right? That new beginning. I think that they're just going through something emotional. Depending on what sign you're dealing with, I would say, Aries, this could be you though. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry, kids in the other room. They could just be going through something very emotional. So you could be dealing with a water sign as well. You know, just trust that they're figuring it out. Trust that whatever's going on within them, they are figuring it out, and they will in due time. You're just going to have to try to find that patience and that balance within you to get through this kind of lull that's happening at this time for you guys. So then stay optimistic about your love life for those of you who are single. Yeah, I think this past person, you have moved on from it, but again, there's that reiteration of that energy that nothing new is being seen, not the way that you want it to be seen, or what you want to see yourself moving into, what feels better for you, what feels good for you. It's kind of like this energy of talking to the stars and the moon and being like, you know, this is what I want. This is what I'm manifesting. This is how I feel about it. But there's something within that, though, Aries, that is, I don't know that you're 100, like, you're clear, but I feel like there's a piece of it, and I think it's an emotional piece that you're missing to the clarity. Like, you may go, I desire to have somebody that looks like this, or maybe they have a good job, or they've got a nice vehicle, and they are mature, and they are grounded, and they are all of these things. And I sneeze all the time when I do readings. But emotionally, I feel like your emotions, when it comes to the emotional side of a connection, is where your hang up is right now. If you know, this is you. Because you're not being clear about your emotions. And I think part of this goes back to the past of the anxiety and the sleepless nights kind of vibe that comes with missed opportunities, or what you perceive to be missed opportunities of the past. And that's the need to get out of your muddled emotions so that you can clear that path forward. So I think that's going to be very, very important for you at this time as well. All right, for those of you, again, who are entangled with somebody, Aries, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands. I feel like you're dealing with a wounded bird. So Aries, maybe this wounded bird is you, maybe this wounded bird is your partner. I feel like your person could be very much like, if you're a get up and go getter kind of person, right, Aries, and you know, that fire energy, that determination, that passion to move, and there you are. It's like you're kind of having to pick and choose what it is that you're offering to this person right now, or your person in general, because like movement for them doesn't feel safe for whatever reason that is. In 12:21 on the clock there, movement for them doesn't feel safe. They need something that's very stable and grounded right now. They may have had some kind of loss, regrets, maybe things didn't turn out the way they had hoped to in another area of their life. They're just really feeling down and out, and they need that security and that space to feel connected to something. And I don't think that they know what that connection is to right now. This is more of an internal conflict than it has anything to do with you. I think you're already aware of this, you know this. But it's feeling, it's almost like you kind of feel a little beat up, right? Like, I give, I'm kind, I'm sweet. And it's like, you know, maybe we're on the couch, you know, spending a movie night or something, and then we go to bed and it's just lights out and nobody's even talking anymore. So you make that initiative and then they kind of shut back down. So that can be a lot of that push and pull kind of energy, right? And that can become defeating in time. But I want to say, give it time. Give it time for them to kind of turn this around, because I think a lot of them really will. Others may not, but you're going to have to be the one that discerns that, okay? And then this worth waiting for, I'm going to stick to, if you guys are in partnership. Oh yeah, there we go. The Chariot and the Seven of Cups. I think in some partnerships, and there's that 7 I talked about earlier, like I said, some of you will, some of you won't, right? This may lead you into a place of exploring what your options are in life, whether this is work, love, business, kids, schooling. It could be lots of different things. Where you're just ready to move into forward movement, but in the same space also, it's trying to take control of your own destiny, because it's like, I feel like for a lot of you, some of you, this person may not have control, or may not appear to have control of their destiny, and you're looking at it as, but there's so many options here. I know there's so many options here, but I need to know mine. That's kind of how that feels with me. So it's kind of like pulling in the reins and mastering what choices you need to make for yourself moving forward, regardless of how your partnership is lining up where you are right now. Because working with them, it just feels like it's taking so long, and you feel like it's time to start moving forward. So a little bit of conflicting energies. I would advise work through it to the best of your ability at this time, and then just see where it takes you. So what's worth waiting for those of you who are single, listen, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Keep having fun. Keep living. Keep breathing. Keep manifesting. Again, I think that emotional space is where you're getting hung up at, because you've got everything you need to open up yourself to success when it comes to relationships with other people, with a soulmate. You're almost there, Aries. Give it some time. The Three of Cups also, it's like there will be excuse me, there will be cause for celebration before long. But you're going to have to really, really put your trust and faith into how this plays out. Why, like just knowing that all those dingings, right? Like their confirmation, ding, ding, the light bulbs are going off, right? It will make sense. It will absolutely make sense in due time. You're just going to have to open that cup up, because I kind of feel like, again, your emotions are right beneath the surface. You're aware of certain things from the past. You've just got to kind of clean up the spillage. If those cups got knocked over at some point and you got disappointed, it's time to clean it up so that you have a clear path forward. I'm totally sticking to that. But I do think some of you might be having online communications, maybe online dating, something like that. I would say, too, that during this Venus retrograde, let's not forget that that's a thing right now. Doesn't mean you can't make forward movement, but you may find yourself in these phases of reevaluation right now as well. And if you are, that's good. Don't make any drastic changes or any drastic decisions across the board. Just kind of be in that state of flow and be aware of what it is that you need to work on, so that when this is over, we'll say, when Venus retrograde is over, you're going to be in a better place to move forward yourself into something that feels really freaking good for you guys. So I'm going to leave that right there. All right, advice for Aries. Advice for Aries. Advice for Aries, please, Spirit. Strength and I'm telling you, it's coming in. The courage and the strength to work through your emotions so that you are emotionally open and available to yourself, to those around you, to what wants to come in for you. And it does. You think of that angel of strength. Like, it takes a lot for us to be vulnerable and open ourselves up to these experiences. And it's hard to be vulnerable to somebody. Maybe they've been your partner for like 15 years or something, and all of a sudden you're being vulnerable and they're just being shut down. That takes a lot of strength and courage to move through, because you almost feel like you're being shot down, and nobody likes rejection. We're humans. We don't do rejection. We don't like rejection, right? It makes us feel some kind of way. So just keep plugging along. Focus on yourself at this time. That second chakra, good God, Archangel Ariel, that is our sacral. That is our desires, our creativity, our passion for life. Community. I do really feel like a lot of you are getting out and doing things. I think fall is really going to be a big time for you, where you are getting out and mingling maybe even more than you have before. You may be just collaborating in the sense of getting together with other people that getting out, being seen, even if you aren't, you're in a partnership and not looking, that you're just enjoying yourself through whatever this stagnation period is with a partner. And again, for those of you who are single, getting out there and being seen, caring connection. I do feel like most of you, there will be a change for any stagnancy within a relationship. That breaks down to a 5, 6 is coming back together to me in this particular situation. And for those of you who are seeking that connection, you've got the soulmate and the caring connection both there. So there you go. It's coming in, Aries. Spirit says it's coming in hot. So there may be a lot of passion behind this. Once you get there, that you meet this person, you're with this person, I don't think you're going to, per spirit, you're not going to be able to keep your hands off of them. Be like, what took so long? And for some of you, Aries, this may be somebody that you've overlooked in the past. So you may already know this person. It's kind of like looking at them again and going, how didn't I see this about them before? Like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, what? But remember, divine timing is always at play. So Aries, if you found this video resonated for you, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel again if you've not already done so. Feel free to leave a comment. Nice comments, always. I'm wishing you guys the very best. And then again, if personal readings, information is in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. And holisticallyzenwv.com for anything else you may need. All right, guys, take care. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Sending you love and light. Bye.